Mediumship and messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? Good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you're located. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I am broadcasting from sunny, hot, steamy, sultry, summer Florida. Southeast Florida is a beautiful place, actually. I like the heat. I know Susie B doesn't like the heat, but I like the heat. Anywho, so there's a website for the show. It's called spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can find a myriad of resources, including watching this broadcast on video, and you can actually join the video, and then it becomes a webinar. So if you are in a situation where you can go to spiritmediumtv.com and go to number 3 on the page, you'll see how to join the webinar. There's a press here if you want to join the webinar sentence, and there's also the webinar there. You just click on the video and there you'll see me. So if that's of interest to you, it always adds another dimension of quality to psychic discernment. If you can see me, in other words, your viewing and your listening pleasure is enhanced if you can add viewing to that. And then it also adds a whole other level of fun to all of this. If somebody does enter the webinar, you'll feel the difference. If you do, as a consumer of psychic information, you'll feel a lot closer to me. And so that's item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And as well, you can get prioritized in the reading queue if you do so. However, there's Thais, who has made a donation. I guess she forgot to say that when she talked to Susie B, but I know that she did, so I'm just saying. Thais has made a donation. If anybody else sitting in the queue has made a donation, you need to let us know, because we don't know that by the way it's looking on the board. And the way to let me know is just to write something in the chat room if you can. That would be great. I also can check my email, and I will do right now, but I can't keep checking it during the show because I got too many things going on. Let's see if anybody did make any donations besides Thais. Doesn't look like anybody did. Okay, so that's fine. So you have a way to jump to the top of the queue if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait. Donate 8 and jump the gate. That's the 8 no wait. And that's item 2 on spiritmediumtv.com. Also, you get a sale on a private session with me if you're a radio show listener. Ooh, goody, right? Just go to booklaura.com, and as you're booking your time, if you put in the event code field radio show, you will obtain a third more time free than that for which you pay. So, for example, if you bought 30 minutes, you'd get 10 more minutes free. And that is explained at item 4 on spiritmediumtv.com. There's a couple of other things there too. One of the things is to join our mailing list if you haven't already. That's item 5 on spiritmediumtv.com. It explains how to join the mailing list. Because if you're on the mailing list, you'll be in the loop as to all the good things that are going on in Laura Land, including right now, I am offering a free, I'm calling it a healing, but nobody's biting. I don't know why. So if I called it a psychic reading, would you bite? It's a way to remove blocks. I mean, you're doing it with me, so everything I do is psychic. So you could look at it that way. It's 30 minutes with me. We'll be talking about what you desire and want in your life. And we will be following some steps that is called Aroma Freedom Technique. You will need to buy some oils, essential oils, to go with that. And everything is explained on Spirit Medium TV. You'll see free at the top of the page. But for, say, I think the minimum cost is $25 for some of the oils, and you'll be given a sampler pack of some oils good for 1 or 2 uses in that. And it's all explained if you just follow the link, spiritmediumtv.com. And this is for a limited time. I'm just doing it now as I go through my certification process. So you might as well take advantage of it. Okay. And just to give you an idea, I've been talking to Susie back and forth about oils, essential oils. And I happen to be working with a company that does multi-level marketing. Okay, so I am using a company that does multi-level marketing. And I don't really, I'm not really a person who cares much for that marketing model. However, I do care much for the specific oils that that company has manufactured, and they cannot be bought elsewhere. Okay, you can get great oils elsewhere, and that's another subject I'll talk about in a moment, because Susie and I have been bantering back and forth on that. You don't have to go to a network marketing company to get a great essential oil. If you Google that, you'll see many certified aromatherapists talk about that. Okay, but just because something is network marketing doesn't immediately make it bad. As a matter of fact, despite the fact it's network marketing, I'm dealing with this because the oils are fantastic, and I'll tell you why. I just got through working with a client, and this is the second time in a week and a half, no, in a week, that this has happened to me. I've never had this happen to me before with anything else I ever did. I'm with a client. They are going into a memory of something that's terribly stressful to them, and I'm being taught how to release the block. All right, so that you can manifest what you want. So long as you're blocked on things, there's emotional charge to them, you can't manifest. So I handed her this specific oil. It has to do with releasing stress. And as soon as she breathed it, the second time this happened, different client. I want that. She says, I want that. Now, I gave her several other oils that were in front of me, but it's only that oil that she wants. And you can only get that oil from this specific company that I that I represent. So I'm in it. Okay, guys, I'm already in the company. I'm not going to get out of it. And I just want to let you know that not all oils are alike. Okay. And so if an oil is very, very, very inexpensive, you need to be careful and read the small print. Is it therapeutic grade? Is it organic? Is it certified by various different governing bodies that create certifications, like aromatherapy organizations? Does it have credentials? Does your oil have credentials? Or is it simply a wannabe that might say, like therapeutic grade? Or, one of them, I was reading the fine print today, was really clever marketing. Okay, I was trying to see if it was organic. And so in the marketing write-up, so smart. Oh my God, so smart the way they did this to manipulate the public. They put down better than organic brands such as, and then they put the other ones in, better than them. So what they were saying is they're not organic, okay? And they're saying they're better than the organic. So, so just be careful what you're buying, because if you're using an oil that's you're going to be ingesting through your olfactory sense, not taking, by the way, governing bodies for using essential oils all say you're not supposed to ingest the oils unless you're a medical professional that's giving you an oil. You're not supposed to be taking an oil orally unless you're a licensed medical professional that's saying this is okay, this oil is okay and is correct for this use. So if anybody, like from one of the network marketing companies, says, here, swallow the oil, be careful, they're not supposed to say that unless they're a medical professional, unless the oil is therapeutic grade and has gone through the correct testing and so on, because some oils can be bad for you, could be poisonous. Okay, so in any event, not all oils are alike. Price does not necessarily indicate quality, but nor does a low price indicate it's the same as a good oil. So you have to know what to look for, and those are some of the ideas. I am going to write an article on this, so stay tuned, because it is becoming it's becoming a pet peeve of mine because essential oils are becoming extremely popular. It's a marketing opportunity for a lot of companies. Two out of the top 5 network marketing companies in the United States right now are essential oil companies out of all of the network marketing companies. And people who are internet marketers that sell products over the internet, they caught wind of this and they're selling their own kind of oils on their websites or whatever on blogs. And it may not be network marketing products, it may be some other product, but you got to be informed consumers. Some of my information that I've done some preliminary research on is already on my website. If you just click through from spiritmediumtv.com, where I have free offer at the top, if you click through the page where the free offer is at the bottom of that page, I have some kind of research already I've been doing. So not all oils are alike, and I've given you some idea of what to look for today. Organic, therapeutic grade, and meeting certification standards by governing bodies in the essential oil industry are 3 things to look for. Okay. So that's our little focus subject. There's a little other focus subjects. We're running a little early, so that's good. Next focus subject is I had the rare opportunity of having a communication from my mother in the spirit world yesterday. Okay, so we're always talking about miracles here. Essential oils, by the way, it's like a miracle, like God in a bottle. This is another miracle. Hearing from my mother, or you hearing from your own loved one in the spirit world. I'm going to tell you my story so that maybe you can relate it to your own situations. And perhaps when I open up the phone lines, you might have more to say about this. I was going to meet a friend for lunch for my birthday. It was a little post-birthday luncheon, so it was kind of like a birthday kind of thing. And I wasn't really thinking about my birthday or anything, but all of a sudden I saw a beautiful yellow butterfly in the morning as I was going somewhere. And I thought to myself, oh, that's such a beautiful butterfly. I don't notice butterflies that often, and it's yellow. I wonder if my mother sent that to me. And I thought to myself, yeah, probably she did, because once before she passed, I'd given her a butterfly pin to wear. I love butterflies for her. They look like angels to me. So anyway, continued along my day, and then as I arrived where I was going to have lunch with the girlfriend, there was another yellow butterfly. And I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of strange. I think my mom is trying to communicate with me. So I already had it in my mind that my mother was trying to communicate with me. If you hold on 1 second, I'm going to get the actual thing that she gives me, my girlfriend. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I get into the restaurant. There's my friend. Hello, hello, hello. And then all of a sudden she gives me this. Let me see if I can see that. Yeah, you can see it. It's a butterfly on a pad. It's a writing pad. And I said, oh, that's my 3rd butterfly today. I hardly ever notice butterflies, let alone get handed one. And then there's another butterfly, and another butterfly, and another butterfly. And I'm like, I'm digging the butterflies. And then I open it up, and then I see a yellow butterfly. So I says, oh, okay, what's this all about? And then I open it up, and there's a note from my friend, which is going to look backwards because we're on video. But suffice it to say, the word butterfly is right there. And I'll read you what was said in a moment. And then another yellow butterfly and several more butterflies. So it says, my friend wrote this to me, and I think my mother had something to do with it. Be free like a butterfly, and may you reach new heights of happiness. And this is my birthday gift from my friend, but also from my mother. Because my mother, the first birthday I had after my mother deceased, she gave me a sign from another person, and it was a card. It was a card that was thrown away in the street because my mother had told me, I was channeling her that morning, and she said to me, I'm going to get you a card, a birthday card from an unexpected source. And so in that day, I was given a card unexpectedly from somebody saying, "Hi, this is a birthday card for your mom." And I was like, "Really?" And then yesterday, I got all these butterflies. So if you are getting communication from spirit, or you want to get communication from spirit, this story might validate some of your own experiences. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, and I wrote a little article on this, by the way. It'd be called, if you're listening to this a future point in time and you want to see the article and see the pictures and everything, you can go to the sidebar on my website, and there will be a search box, and you would search for signs from deceased loved ones. Signs from deceased loved ones, and the article will come up with all the pictures of the butterflies and blah, 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 blah. I was really happy yesterday. It was a great day. Okay, let me see now. I got to find the switchboard again. I got to come here. Okay, so we're going to do a little exercise to connect and connect to spirit. So if everybody listening would please just sit back in your respective locations and uncross your arms and legs and start to breathe from your abdominal area. Breathing in deeply and exhaling, and asking your own spiritual resources to come in for you today. If you're wanting another side connection, call in your loved ones to join you, asking for them to come in. If you're wanting a life question or healing, focusing in on what that is, asking God for help. And as you do that, I will do the prayer. I'll be right back. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy. I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good. I'm going to do a little channeling first to open up this the message section of the radio show. And this is a group message for all. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We are also each of your own spirit entities. We are talking through one voice channel today to alert you, to alert you, to alert each and every one of you of how great you are. Those on earth that have chosen to take the sacred path of incarnation have also very courageously volunteered to forget who they are truly at a soul level. For each and every one of you is just a bit of who you are as you look through the peephole of the earth eyes that you have. Each and every one of you is just a little bit of who you are. When and if you do, when you enter this spirit world, you will know that you are much more than what you think you are. You are a divine light being. Each and every one of you holds within you magnificence. Each and every one of you holds within you power, power to create your own reality. So each time that you feel that you are limited, that you have a problem in life that is insurmountable, we ask that you remember that you truly are a co-creator, that you truly are a high-level being within the earth form. And that as you access this divinity within yourself, you will know your greatness. Your greatness is proven as you move through your earth existence at a higher vibration of abundance. The first step to access your greatness is to know that your lack is merely an illusion. Seeing all areas in your life where you do not have something as an illusion, seeing it as an illusion of lack versus a reality of lack, is the first step to claim your magnificence and your abundance. So today, we invite you, as your spiritual resources, to say to yourself, each and everything that I have attached to me, each and every sadness that I define as such, is truly there for growth, is truly there as a blessing, and truly there as a step on the way towards heaven on earth, an opportunity to say, I am more than this. I am better than this. And I can have greatness. All lack is an illusion. Namaste. Yeah, easy for them to say, right, guys? But truly, and I am seeing this in my own life, the more I look squarely in the face of lack and truly unblock the blocks, starting from the pain, unblocking the block, and affirming what sits behind it, finding the silver lining, if you will, to the cloud, I am finding that life is getting better and better for me. So if you'd like a chance to sample some of this unblocking, I'm offering that as a free opportunity for you. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com and there you'll see free at the top of the page. Take advantage of it. Okay. And so today I will be going then to Thais, who did make a donation. She's donated, and I'm opening that line. Hello, Thais.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing great. So thank you for your donation. It goes in part to help animals. We're so happy that you did that. And go ahead and give me your question without giving me background, and we'll see what Spirit says for you. Go ahead, love.
Okay. Laura, I have been an employee for more than 2 months, and I'd like to check with you if it will take long to find some things.
Oh, my goodness.
Like a job.
Yeah, like a job.
Yes, I need a job. But I need to different fields because I have experience in different fields, and I would like to see which is the best one.
Yeah,
okay?
right. Okay.
And besides of this, I have been thinking about to open a little business to cook a Brazilian dessert, and I'd like to know if it will work out or not.
Brazilian dessert?
Yes.
Oh, how interesting. That's interesting. Like a coffee shop or just dessert alone?
No. In home, do for restaurants, this kind of like mousses and brigadeiro, chocolate balls, kind of thing.
So to supply, creating a back end or wholesale.
It's like a dessert for restaurants,
Yeah.
for parties, weddings.
But you still would need a job. All right, but you still need a job before you can do that. I'm assuming, right? Because it takes time to get a business going. All right, let's look at the job, and then we'll go to Brazilian desserts. Ooh, dun 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 dun. I love samba, by the way. Okay, let me continue. Okay, she's up in Pennsylvania. Thais, employment. What's up with her and employment, Spirit? Give her some guidance. You have employment. You've had employment. You have employment. You're never left out. They're saying it's easy for you to get employment. Let me see why they say that, love. I also want to say one other thing. I see fields of like grass around you, and that also could mean that you're trying to get some. You're out in the country. Are you in a suburban area? Because I see you more like in country. Would you like out of the city? Would you understand that, please?
Yes, I live in the country.
That's why.
That
could put. Okay, so that's part of the problem, I think, because it's hard for you to get a job that's close to home where you're living. All right, I'll try my best to give you some ideas, love. It's beautiful where you live, but it's not the best for employment. Okay, Thais and employment. Please give her an idea, please, Spirit. Okay, I do see something to do with a restaurant and bread. Baking, that kind. I know already we're talking about desserts, but there's something to do with you working in a bakery or working with somebody who's got a bakery and is close to home. Have you looked into anything like that, please?
Yes, I have been looking like grocery store, this kind of thing. I also was looking for school, like daycare, as I used to work, you know.
Yeah, but the first thing that's coming in is to look in a bakery, and it's close to home.
Mm-hmm.
That you could be working there behind the counter a few days a week. Not, I don't. You may just work a few days a week. You don't even have to work the whole week. So that's the first thing. I see you there. You have a lot of energy, and people would like you there. I'm not sure if it's probably not a Brazilian bakery, but it's something that you would do well with. So then there's a good money in that for you. For some reason, they're saying good money. And there's a good background for you to get into your own baking business, because you also make contacts for the next thing that you want to do, which is your own business. So I suggest that you focus in on finding a bakery to work in, definitely, and finding one that is close to what you're looking to do. In other words, one that is already selling into restaurants and all these things you said before, wedding facilities and all of that. I'm not getting the school thing as much. That's my lead for you, and I think that that's important, because it's really, the school thing is perhaps not as lucrative for you in the long run as the bakery would be. The reason they're saying that is because you can move into your own business and it would do well. So I'm getting a yes, 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 and I'm getting it to go in that direction. Now, I also feel you might want to broaden where you're looking, not just look close to where you live, but also look in the nearest town or place where there's more business going on in the bakery, because I think you're going to have to travel a little bit, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it. I will look. Yeah, I will look at the school thing for you a little more detail. 1 second. What about schools? Because she has worked in schools. She liked it well enough, but it's really not on point for who she is. What do you say about that, Spirit? Tice and schools. Well, there's a limited. There's limits there. So there's only a few schools, and you really. So they're not saying that don't limit yourself to that, love, because there's limited schools that you can work in. There's limited opportunity monetarily, and also there's also nasty attitudes there. You know what we are talking about there with attitudes, which we talked about before. So I'm getting an ethnic bakery of some sort, and that you would do really well in that. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome, my dear. You have a beautiful, blessed day, honey. Get going. Get a job.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thanks. Bye-bye, honey. Okay. And so now I'm going to go to the chronology here, unless there's another side connection, which I don't. Susie, by the way, thank you so much. I couldn't get to the phone sooner. I was all wrapped up in that thing there with oils and the client I had and stress reduction. Yeah, how do you like that? 2 clients in 1 week. As soon as they smell stress away, I'm not trying to sell them anything. Okay, I'm not a salesperson per se. I'm a healer, and I do believe that you don't need to sell things to people. If it's right for them, it'll resonate. Anyway, both of them wanted that stress away. I was like, really? This stuff is easier to sell than I don't know, than bread to a starving child. Okay, going to see who we got here who's been waiting the longest. Okay, Wendy. Try and open the line up. Hello, Wendy. How are you today? Hi, how are you?
Very nice to speak with you, Laura. I hope you're well.
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks so much for asking. Go ahead and give me your life. I don't want to ask how you are because you may tell me everything about your life, so please forgive me. I don't want to know anything. What I'm about to say is just give me your question, no background. So go ahead, Wendy, and give me your question.
Yes, ma'am. I started a new job on July the 5th and didn't have computer access. And then my hearing aids went out. So this very high-profile medical insurance call center company, I asked for an American Disability leave so I could take care of my hearing aids, and it is pending. Will they start me in a new class in September, and will I get this job?
Okay.
And get a new boss.
Are you the Wendy I've spoken with before about customer service?
Probably, yes.
Okay. All right. So the question is, will they reinstate you in the fall? Okay.
September is a new class being involved too.
All right. Let's see.
There's a training class coming up in September, I believe.
Yes, I get a yes.
So I think I should.
I get a yes,
God.
and I also get that they like you, and I also get it's not a big problem for them. Because if it were operationally difficult to do that, accommodate you, then it wouldn't be so easy. But they always have a new fresh batch starting up all the time, so it's really not going to be hard for them to get you back in. And I don't feel any great negativity towards you taking the leave. It's fine with them. You're not being paid after all, and they'll just put you in the next round of training. You'll do fine. You'll do fine, sweetheart.
And will I get a new boss?
Let me see. Boss, yes or no? I don't think so. I think you might have to remain with the same one. Hold on. I'm going to get a little more detail. Is it a man?
It's a young woman, and she's very impatient.
Well, all right. Let me see something here.
They tend to assign a class supervisor. That's why I'm hoping I get a new supervisor.
Well, I'm getting a man. Okay, so let's see what that is. That would mean a new person. Yeah, I'm getting a man. So let's see how that works out for you. Okay, sweetheart. I can't give you. But I get that you're going to keep the job. It looks like you're going to be working with a man, and I get it was the same person, but the man could be higher up the ladder of decision makers. In other words, she might report into a man. But that's what I'm getting. Maybe same upper echelon, and maybe somebody different on your immediate reporting line. I'm going to leave that one open because I can't get any more information on it for you. But just breathe in, dear. Breathe in. You're going to be fine.
So I'll keep the job in for at least 3 years, 4 years.
Okay, I'm going to let you go now. I've answered your question. Thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Okay, going on to the next person that's waiting, and that would be Andrea or Andrea. Hello, Andrea. How are you?
Hello, it's Andrea.
Andrea, okay. Sorry, trying to cover my bases here. Last Andrea I spoke to was Andrea, so please forgive me.
That's okay. That's okay. I get Amanda, Angela, Adrian, Audrey, Angela. Get it?
Well, okay. Oh, Andrea, go ahead. Ask your question.
Well, past January, I went to a couple different states and tried out for TV America's Got Talent. So I was wondering if you see this door open this season, or if you're going to have to try out all over again.
Okay, so I don't really know how it works. I was watching it last night, but so you're asking me. Let me just make it a succinct, very clear question. You're asking me if whatever you did last year will count towards this year. Is that what you're asking me?
Oh no, this opportunity for season 12 is open, or I'm going to have to go back to season 12 in November and try out again.
I don't understand your question because I don't understand the structure of this, and I need to understand the question.
Okay.
So, are you saying that how could you not? Why would they let you go back to a previous season? I don't understand that. Could you please illuminate me?
Oh no, I'll try out. You have to try out. You have to audition after the season's over again. But I'm still getting signs from the universe that somehow there's a connection to this year's season, which is coming up in July, August, or that season is now closed because it's kind of over, and I'm gonna have to go back now season 12 and try out again in November.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to try out again because I'm getting a huge disconnect of what you're hoping for. In other words, you're hoping for something, but you don't even know that it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a no on that. I'm getting that you will have to reinstate yourself within the system, and that they would like you very much, and that you would go pretty far in the contest or the competition, and that it would be better. It would be much better. In one respect, these signs are meant to tell you that you should do this, to encourage you, and that you would go farther than you did last time because you have been working on your whatever it is you're doing, your act. They're saying your act, and that you've gotten much better and you've improved everything. So the signs from the universe are meant to say all that you put in before is relevant, including your prior audition. However, it's not that you're going to go into the old show or the show that's now going on. It doesn't mean that. It means that you learned from that and you've improved what you're doing, and you also have a lot more confidence. Okay, so you're going to go a lot.
I do, because this is my 5th year trying out.
And you're going to go a lot farther before they. I'm not getting you're going to win. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that because that's very damaging. Let's not let's not say that. I don't want to say you're going to win or not win. What I want to say is you're going to go a lot farther than you have before, because you have used a lot of mental discipline to get this far, and it's all going to pay off for you. You're going to do really, really well. And if you're not to tout essential oils, but if you're not using an essential oil when you're setting your affirmations and visualizing, you might be missing another way to anchor the belief system. And I also want to take a quick look to see if I see any blocks to success. If I do, then I invite you to do the free healing with me. It's an offer for you to help release the blocks. It would be a little product purchase, not a lot, okay, but it could help you. Let me just see, Andrea. Hold on. Is he blocked in any way, please? Belief system's very good. Okay, but you do. The only thing I'm getting is you do have a little bit of a residue of why you didn't get through this. This last time. It really bothers you.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because every producer loved it. I actually find music and sign language, and other producers loved what I did. I just, can't wrap my head around why. It's taken me years to get on, but I know I had to learn something and change something. So that part.
Well, that's the only block I see is a little residue of self-confidence from that, because you think you have all the bases covered, and then you're thinking, but I thought I was, I knew I was good. So I invite you for that. Yeah. So I invite you to take advantage of the healing if that's what you want, sweetheart. But I think you're going to do really well. Okay?
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure. Wonderful talking with you, Andrea. Bye-bye, honey.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to Kathy, who has a life question. Hey, Kathy, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How's my friend Kathy at 678 doing? You're in the Atlanta area. You wouldn't happen to know Susie B, would you?
Know who?
Susie is the person who helps me with the phone lines. You spoke with her before. She asked you who you were. That's Susie, and she is from the and she's from the Atlanta area also.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So go ahead, honey. Yeah, go ahead.
Atlanta's all over the place, though.
So. It's a big city. Okay.
My question.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your question.
Concerning the job, I'm waiting to be called for in-person interview for senior manager of accounting / controller position, and I'm trying to see what you see around it.
All right. Kathy, 678, senior manager position. Yes or no? Well, you'd get along with everybody there very well. Let me just see if it looks like it's going to come through for you. See, the thing I'm getting is that you know people there. It's almost like you've got a shoe in there. Is that correct, love? You know them? You already...
No, I don't know anyone yet.
Okay. Well, I feel like they're going to like you, and you're going to like them, like as if you're with family or something. There is a very strong connection with this group, so I feel that's a good thing. Let me just, and you might even discover literally you do know somebody that works that you don't realize right now. But I feel like that's going to help you. But let me just get to the yes or no. Okay, hold on. Yes, it looks like it's a good opportunity for you and that you will get along well on the interviews. You're going to feel comfortable there. They're going to like you. There's a sense of familiarity there. And I know it's going to sound a little odd, but you're talking to a soul psychic healer, is what I am. Uh, that there's actually past life connection there. That's why the familiarity will be there. And you're going to feel like you fit in and they're going to feel like you belong there. So I feel it's like almost on your path to be at this job. And there's a lot of energy behind it to get you into the job. So I'm getting a good feeling about this, love. And I think it should work really well for you. And the money is good.
Okay.
All right. And I feel that you really
Okay.
need to make, I feel you need to make you need to make more money right now because you have a lot of obligations and responsibilities. And I feel it's all going to work out for you. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye, honey. Okay. I'm going to my friend Mike. I think I've spoken with this Michael before. Hold on. Mike, have I spoken with you before?
Yes, probably about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay, sweetie. Go ahead. Just give me your question. No background.
Yep. Quick question. Thinking about taking a small bartending job in Santa Barbara, and things at my current job seem to be going better, like schedule-wise. Do I take the jump over there and do both, or kind of stay pat?
Okay. So you already have a job, but obviously you're not making enough money. I don't remember what it is, and don't tell me, okay? I just want to kind of go raw into this. Should he take the bartending job or should he just stick with what he's doing now? Well, you're asking me, should you stick with what you're doing now alone, or take the bartending job and stay with what you're doing now? Is that what it is, honey? Alone with the job you have now, or bartending and the job? You wouldn't go just to bartending, correct? Is that, you're not asking me that? I just want to make, okay, good.
Correct.
All right.
I would keep both.
Both, or just the existing?
Correct.
Both is better for you right now. And by the way, you'd like the bartending. I get a feeling it's it's a posh environment. You don't have to work too hard. The extra money will be nice in your pocket, make you more relaxed about your day job, so to speak. Even though the bartending could be during the day, I'm just using that for nomenclature. You know, the other job that you're developing into something. And I also feel there's good contacts to be made in the bartending job, where you'll get to know certain people that could possibly help you in the other thing you're doing. So it's a win-win all around. And plus, there's something about you doing bartending. You like it. You know, you're kind of I don't know, something about it, it's fun for you, you know, fun talking to people in a glamorous or a posh environment. It brings out the best in you, lifts your confidence, and makes you feel like you're using your time wisely. So I get a good on that.
Okay, yeah, because the other job that I have right now is a restaurant job. So it's just kind of, just picking up some more shifts.
Oh. Well, then so let's just say it again to you. The bartender job is going to help you with the other job, meaning you may get a better job in general from the bartender job. Okay?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah. So the bartender job I get is a better quality environment. Well, I don't know. I wasn't really comparing. I'm just saying it's a high quality environment, and there's a lot of contacts to be made there, and it will make you feel good about yourself. Maybe the restaurant job is making you feel rotten about yourself, but for maybe because it's a lower echelon job. But stick with both for now until you can move to something else. Is the answer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I should probably tell Mike, if you're still listening. Oh, he hung up. Okay. I was going to say something else to him, but I'll let it go. Okay. Moving to Brianna, who has a life question. Hey, Brianna.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. 316 Brianna. Go ahead. Yeah, just give me a question, honey.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to know if you see anyone coming in for my love life.
All right, 316, Brianna, love life. Okay, if you have me on a video or something in the background, I got to close it, okay? Brianna, there was a little feedback. Are you there, Brianna?
Oh, I just cleared my throat. Yeah.
Oh, all right, love. Hold on. You're going to be, okay, there is somebody coming in. It is a new person, not somebody from the past. And I don't feel it's going to take that long for you to meet this person. And I'm going to find out why. You will like him very much. Of course, we assume that. Because you've done a lot of homework. You're putting in place a lot of things that help you bring the person in sooner rather than later. It's so funny the way Spirit shows this to me. It's as if I'm looking down a tunnel of your future, and they pull from the tunnel this man who comes closer to you, and they mean by that because of things you're doing now, you're moving the timeline up faster, so you don't have to wait as long. So that to me means that you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it means that you're looking for a specific soulmate, the one kind of person, and you won't have to wait as long as as long as you could have waited, because you've done certain things now that are helping increase your chances. I'm going to find out what they are for the purpose of validation for you. I'm going to try to find out anyway. Let's see what we get, Brianna. What has she done? You've opened up your heart more. You've done a lot of healing work on yourself, and you're ready now to get going on the subject of love. There's been a lot of disappointment. Yes, there's been a lot of disappointment in the past, and you knew that you had to let go of that. You had to let go of all of that to allow a trust to happen again, to allow yourself to be fresh and renewed and optimistic and unburdened from any kind of prejudices or negative thinking surrounding the next person that would come in. And so this has brought him in right from your future. Whoop, he's coming right in. Now, I'm going to give you some specifics.
Yeah.
What was that, love?
Okay.
Let me just see if I can see something about it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Brianna, hold on. 316. Your self-esteem is good. You're looking around now, like looking or trying to find ways to meet this person. I don't feel you're doing anything specific to meet him, just being ready emotionally. I also feel that where you live, there's not a lot of people to meet. In other words, it's suburban. And that, if you just sort of like, I mean, look, when fate is there, when the right person's there, he'll come in no matter how it is. But I'm just letting you know, I'm seeing you sort of like ready, but not really doing anything other than being ready. Like,
when or his bride came at all?
Because I want you to confirm before I answer that, love, because I have to give you a plan. Okay. So what I'm seeing is you're living in an area that doesn't have a lot of high density of population. Would you agree with that?
No, I live in the main city of Kansas.
Oh, you're in the city. Okay.
The big city.
Okay. Then you're not doing anything to meet this person right now other than being ready. That's kind of what I'm getting. Is that correct, please? No, well, you're not online. You're not going around. You're not like a desperado.
No.
Okay. Okay. So in the current flow of events, so that's probably why I saw you just sort of like in your neighborhood, doing your thing and not really worried about it. Maybe you're in the suburbs a little bit outside the main city. I kind of see like that. We're not really in the suburbs, but you're not downtown. You're out of the main area. That's what I'm seeing.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So do you go to? I hear church going is good for a way to intermingle. Do you have a church or anything you're going to, please?
No.
All right. Well, look into that. Look into see if there's any kind of church that you like or something spiritual. Okay, that would be one thing to do. See if there's anything else. And so you just follow your heart of the things you like to do. I also see you doing some athletic things. I see biking. Do you like to bike, please?
No.
Okay. Do you do anything?
I'm athletic. I go to the gym every day.
Okay. Well, you could add, maybe look into biking, okay, maybe as a hobby or something, because it's a good way to meet men, okay? And I see bike, so that's good. You're going to want somebody, if you're athletic, you do need somebody who likes to bike or does things like that. So I'm adding that in as an idea, and I'm going to come with a third idea, and then we'll give you a timeline. I'm trying to go quickly. Okay, so we got one is something spiritual that has a social aspect. Two is something athletic that's in addition to the gym that would allow you to be around men. And third thing, please, Spirit. Okay. I see you going, or if you haven't, doing something maybe in restaurants, dining, and or something to do with maybe parties in a social environment. So it's a third thing. All right. Now, moving you forward. Oh, do you do wine tasting at all, honey? They're giving me more specifics on that. Do you do any wine tasting?
No, I don't.
Okay, add that into your list.
No.
All right. So anything to do with wine, wine tasting, wine bars, I know you don't necessarily like to go to bars and be picked up, but if you have another reason for being there, maybe it's a dining culinary experience, or it's a party or something, or it's wine tasting, make it a little more interesting for you. Now, moving ahead in terms of timeline, this is for Brianna, anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months, you should be meeting this person.
Okay.
Okay, get out there, honey, and schmingle.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianna. Bye-bye, honey. Okay, Shantez. And then I also have to go to somebody else. Hey, is this Shantez or Shantez? Did I get the name correct?
Yes, ma'am. You got it right.
Is it the Shan or the Shantez?
Shantez.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, Shantez, please, honey, give me your question, and we will try to get you an answer.
My question, okay, I just wanted to know, what did you see for us and my husband getting back together?
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm getting has been some time that you've been with him. Okay. In other words, 5 years or something. Would you please confirm that? Can you confirm that, please?
Yes, it's 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years I'm getting. And I also feel there was a problem with him with emotional control and something that would be called abusive towards you. The reason they're giving me this information is to see if we've cleared that from him. Now, would you understand that, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very emotionally abusive to you. He used to, a lot of stuff coming in on that. I'm going to hold off on saying all of that. I don't need to restate it for you. All right, let's project.
Yeah.
Let's project for Shantez. He's better now. Oh, I feel he's like more spiritual, like found God or has found some way to be a better person. All right, well, that's good. So he's done work on himself. I also see, just want to double check this. He wants to get back with you. It's more of, can he really fulfill what he's promising you, and is this the right thing for you, versus if he wants it. People can want things but not be able to live up to them, you see. So that's where they're bringing me for the real answer to your question. I'm going to look at that, love. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
He will live up. Okay, so they're saying he will live up to his promises. He is genuine, and he has done a lot of growth, soul growth. So his intention is correct. His intention is good. You're validated on that. And Spirit is being as bold as to say that he really has done a lot of healing on himself. He really has created a better person of himself for you and the family, and that he's a family-oriented person, and he wants to do better this time around, and he's making a better life for himself. He's done everything. He's trying to improve his life. So, yeah, I get a good on that. I don't know if there's I'm going to look, but I'm not sure if there's anything that would happen. Maybe there's something you need to bring to the table. Let me just see that, love. Is there anything Shantez needs to bring? Shantez needs to bring. Well, you're just kind of like going about your life, doing your business, getting by in the best way that you can. You've done a really good job of that. You've created financial security for yourself. You're not a combative person. You're not a player. You're not overly into narcissistic looks and all that business. You're just down to earth, nice, kind person. And you would get along. Okay, you would get along well with him, and you would like this very much. So I'm getting a yes, 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 yes on all goes here.
Okay.
All right, love?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye, honey. God bless.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, that's a good ending. That's a nice ending. Okay. I'm going to go to Esther, and then I'm going to go to Susie B, who does have a question. Esther? Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Oh, Esther, remember you, love? Hi. How you doing?
Yes. Hey, I'm really good. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. I did apply for a particular position. It's an employee relations specialist working with a company out here. I was wondering if I should put inner energy into this or just move on and try for some more positions.
Okay, let's see if, well, you should always keep trying. You know, the rule of thumb is just another aside, if you will, is even when you're employed, you should always have a couple of, things waiting on, because no job is, because they can fire, anybody can get fired at any moment. Okay, Esther.
Yes, ma'am.
Will she get this job, yes or no? Human resources. Employee relations, you said something like that. Employee relations counsel or something. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Oh, I get a good on that. And you would like it. They didn't really say yes, though. Hold on. Yes or no. Yeah, it looks like you have a very good chance of getting this job. I feel that you're going to feel good in the job. You're going to like it. I feel that you're going to feel like, finally, I got something that really jives with me and who I am, and a sense of really being able to help versus just push something through. It's whatever. Now, usually a human, they call that employee relations counselor. In some organizations, it could be just somebody who pushes the corporate philosophy and imposes it or makes sure it's being adhered to. But in this case, I feel like the company is behind you in helping people. It's a helping job. It's a do-good job, and that you would enjoy it very much. You would feel that you're part of a problem-solving thing versus a problem-imposing thing. You see what I'm saying? Yes,
ma'am, I do. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
It's like being a coach versus being a policeman. And
correct.
And
that's what I wanted to do right now.
Okay, perfect. And so I'm getting that you're going to really like it. You're going to like the job. You're going to get the job. And it's going to be just what you think it is. And the company seems to be very forward thinking in that they would even have conceived of this sort of position within the auspices of their organization. So you did your homework, girlfriend, and you did it right.
And thank you so much for being there. I will contact you and let you know, because I probably will do some of your classes. But I want to thank you because you have helped me. So I'm going to let you go, but thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too, Esther. Bye-bye, sweetie. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. And so I'm going to answer a question for Susie B.
90 seconds.
Go ahead, honey. Hey, love.
Hello, doll. It's me. Yes. I am going to be meeting with Daniel tomorrow. We're going to be having lunch, and he wants to discuss moving forward. I want to see what Spirit says about if this will be in a positive direction.
All right.
60 seconds.
He will work it out with. Okay, so I'm getting a yes. He's going to try to work things out. And he does like you very much. It's just all of a sudden, you never really hit him before till you came along. Ding dong. it doesn't really add up. If you're working 100 hours a week, how are you going to be having a relationship with somebody? But you need to be careful in the way you express things to him. Holly, stay there, honey. I'm going to get to you. You need to be careful in the way you express things to him, because he has to figure it out. You can't get him a job. He has to figure it out. But I believe you've opened up his way of thinking, and it's one of those things. You're good at that with people, but now that you've opened up his mind, the way to improve your excellence in this area is to get him thinking, make him think he's thinking of what it is you're thinking by asking him questions. So, how do you plan on getting a different job? What are you thinking of? And then just commenting. So that lets him figure it out. Otherwise, he gets what's the word for it? He loses his equilibrium, and he really doesn't know how to do it your way. You have to stimulate him to think of how he can do it his way. Does that make sense?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
All right, love. Yeah, I'm getting a good thing on that. Very good. Okay?
Yeah, I felt like it was turning to be positive. So, okay, very good.
All right, lovey. Big kiss, big hug, and thank you so much. Thank you, lovey. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going to go to Holly, who's on the other side. Let's see if I can do anything quickly. Holly, how are you, honey?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, love. I do feel a mother figure for you. Okay, that could be your mother, or it could just be grandma, or it could be a lot of different people at the moment, but it usually means somebody who's older generation female to you. Let me just see what I get, love.
Mm-hmm.
And if, okay, I also feel that there's another person in spirit for you. Oh, I think I've already brought your other person in spirit before. Do you have a brother in spirit? Mm-hmm. Do you have a brother in spirit, Holly?
Yes.
All right, because as soon as I heard the mother, then whoever mother figure is told me about the brother for you who's there, who's looking in on you now. And I'm going to bring in one or two pieces of evidence about him, and then we'll go to personal message. One of the first things you get about Bro, your beautiful brother, who's a little, first of all, he's saying he's a little older than you when he's on Earth. Would you understand he's an older brother to you, please?
No, he's like 4 years younger, 3 years younger.
Okay, then he means you're the older one. Would you understand his hair might have worn it spiked up or straight up, like very straight and kind of straight? It gives me that feeling around the head is going up. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah, but my grandfather wore his hair like that.
Well, I'm already on your brother, love, so we're going to stick with your brother, honey. Okay?
I know, my brother had long hair.
Oh, okay, so you're just saying it's not your brother's hair.
That's why I'm saying that.
Okay, that's fine, love. Thank you.
My grandpa's hair.
Grandpa's hair went straight up. Okay, your brother's hair was long. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, well, would you understand brother or grandpa, somebody had reddish undertones or hue to the hair?
Yeah, that could be my brother.
All right. I don't know why he shows me hair going straight up, but I'll just leave that. I also get a feeling of him being very athletic and maybe like can do something like skateboarding or something like that. Would you understand that, please? Your brother.
Yes?
Yes. Okay. He liked outdoors, he liked outdoors, like being around skateboards. Skateboards was his thing. He's a little bit, masculine energy. A little bit tough in the way he's talking, but not mean or anything. Not like that. And there's a little bit of he's saying something that doesn't make sense, honey. I need to clear him. He's using the word dirtiness, and I don't know what he means by that. Hold on. Skateboarding was his thing. He really loved to skateboard. He was a little rough around the edges. He says a little bit fresh sometimes in the way he spoke, and a little bit rebellious, a little bit rough around the edges sometimes in the way he carried himself, his personage, the way he talked to people. He says, by the way, sorry about that to you, Holly, because You were only the best to him. He says, I'm sorry, that I didn't talk to you always in the most beautiful way possible. He says, I just, I know now that I was doing the wrong thing with that. He says, I was rough around the edges. I took chances with myself, with my health, and the way I took care of myself. I wasn't always taking care of myself. I wasn't clean in my thinking about personal habits as well, and I was taking things that made me feel a little under the weather at times. Sometimes I took things that were drug related, or drugs would be considered drugs. Would you understand any of that, please?
All of it, but I didn't know anything about drugs.
Okay. Would you understand he was taking substances of any sort, medications?
No, I don't know. Just mother could hide it from me.
Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that alone. I just wanted him to give us, if he would, how he passed.
No.
Don't say anything, honey. I just want to see if he wants to say. I did take drugs at some time in my life, but not all the time, and it was not the cause of my passing. Oh, okay, thank you. He gave me an answer on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Was not the cause of his passing. He did take something else, though. An overdose of sorts. Cleared his thinking up. I'm mumbling because I don't know what's going on right now. Hold on. Took something that didn't do well with his health. It was like an overdose, but it wasn't a drug-related overdose. It was something from the past that he kept doing to his health that made him think the wrong way, and finally it caused him to think very badly, very bad thoughts. So I'm getting a feeling that he would have had something to do with his transition.
Oh, wow.
Something to do with his transition. Would you know anything about that?
Not this drug conversation. No.
Okay. Would you know that he had, okay, I'm not sure how he passed, but he's saying to me that he didn't have good thinking, and that he would have had something to do with his transition, and you're saying no to that, love? I just need to be very clear.
Oh, no, nothing. No. He could have been doing it. We just didn't know.
Okay. Well, do you know how he passed? Because he's saying it had something to do with his passing.
Yeah. I don't like to talk about it too much. He crashed his private plane.
But he crashed it himself, or he was in a plane crash?
He was flying it.
But we don't think that he deliberately did that, right? You don't think he deliberately did that?
Oh, no.
Oh, all right.
We think he passed out.
Oh, and why would he?
Down.
Why do you think? Okay, well then there's something that he did that caused that. Would you know what made him pass out?
He passed out the night before, and then right in the morning he went for a flight, and we think he passed out again. We don't know what the passed out was from.
Oh, and do you know why he passed out the night before? You don't know that either.
No.
It's a health-related thing then. Maybe it could have just been a health-related thing.
His girlfriend told us. Yeah.
What did she say? Oh, she said she noticed he passed out.
She said he passed out.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave that mystery because he's saying something about a drug, and maybe something that he took. Okay. So maybe that made him pass out, and she's not saying he didn't do drugs all the time. I don't, so we'll leave that mystery, okay, the way it is. I'm sorry to have to bring this up to you, love. But
no, it's fine.
Yeah, but anyway, he comes in. He's giving us some evidence today, and some of it is the reddish undertones of the hair, the hair that's standing straight up his grandpa's. I didn't see the long hair. We do see the skateboarding, which he likes to take risks. We know about his personality, a little rough around the edges at times, and we also know. Okay, didn't have a chance to say farewell to people, of course, by saying hello to you now, and just trying to make some kind of a connection with you at this point. And he says he's also very forgiven for all of his sins, and he's doing well in spirit world. Give Mom my regards. And he says it didn't hurt when he did have that accident. Didn't hurt, which is important to know. Let me see if there's anything else you can give me, please, about all of this. Be careful what you do with your health, Each day in life is important. He says we all need to take very good care of our health. He says you're taking pretty good care of your health. He's giving me a name, Elaine. Do you know anyone by that name, please?
Yes.
And there's something about her and not taking good care of her health. Would you know anything about that, please?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She's so sick right now.
She has to take.
Yeah, very sick.
All right. She has to take better care of her health. He says, I'm sending her all my love to do so. I'm sending her all my love to do so. So whatever it is that Elaine has, he's trying to help her also from spirit world. Okay?
I just wanted to clarify the hair for you because all of it didn't stand straight up. He had a cowlick in the front top of his head, and that cowlick area would stand up.
Oh, okay.
So
well, then that makes sense. Maybe that's why.
I just wanted to tell you you're right, but Grandpa, all his hair stood up, but my brother's cowlick stood up.
Oh, okay.
He had
well,
like two cowlicks.
Oh, perfect. Okay, perfect. Then we've got him. And he's giving you some very, very, very good evidence and also showing you how his heart is loving and kind and he's looking out for Elaine that she get well. Okay, darling?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. God bless. Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you would like to have a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. And if you put radio show in the event code field, you get a third more time for free than that for which you pay. I look forward to working with everybody Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or whatever that translates to in your time zone. Namaste, everybody. Bye-bye.